you everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Guys, today I'm just gonna share my nursing career journey in Australia. So I am a nurse in the Philippines, guys, but I came to Australia and I haven't practiced my nursing in the Philippines. So that was like 2007. Well, anyway, I practiced in the community for like community hospital, which is only 25 beds. I practiced there for maybe 2 years, and yeah, it's not a tertiary hospital, so my experience is really not accepted here to practice because it's not equivalent to what they looking for. They usually look for 1 year experience in acute, which is a tertiary hospital or like a bigger hospital. If you have 1 year experience in the Philippines, then maybe they will accept my experience. But anyway, guys, so yeah, I started, since I cannot practice nursing here, so I started working in a piggery. So I helped my husband help work in a piggery, and then from there I think I worked for 2 years in a piggery, and then I studied enrolled nursing. So there's two kind of nursing here in Australia. It's Div 1, which is the registered nurse, which is the Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and then the Div 2, which is the lower role, the one down role from Div 1, which is a Div 2. It's called enrolled nursing. You have two enrolled nursing, like one is indoors enrolled nursing, which can do meds and IVs, and the other one is indoors, which cannot do IVs. So actually now at the moment think they're trying to like the only scores is the EN, which is the medication indoors, which everyone can do medication. So the EN which is that cannot do medication, this has been phased out, that course, so they now on the medication side. So when I had my training as an EN, they used to have like it's not really an English test, but now they've changed. Like before you enroll to an enrolled nurse, you have to have an English test prior to your course. But when I had mine, I think that was 2 years ago, has been changed now. I think 2 years ago I enrolled, and then after I got my I finished, that's where I took the English test. I also have a playlist about my experience on IELTS and PTE, guys, if you want to check out here. So yes, today if you want to enroll in enrolled nursing, you have to have an English test prior to your course, but before now you have to do it after the course. But anyway, that's the enrolled nursing. It took me 18 months studies. It's like part-time because I only do 1 day in a week and then 1 day in a week, so that equivalents to 2, 1 for lecture and 1 day for the laboratories, so like lab day. So we go to the lab and do like, yeah, face-to-face and everything. But that was for 18 months, and the placement or the OJT is 400 hours all up, which includes mental health, acute, subacute, and what's the other one? Community. So yeah, there's four areas you have to do placement. So that's the 4 areas. And then after that, maybe a year after, I decided to pursue my RN, my degree. So I enrolled in a university here in Australia. I actually enrolled in an online study last year. I think that was last November. So I got my credits transferred when I enrolled in it's CSU University, like it's an online provider. So I didn't even realize that online study is real here. I was just thinking now maybe it's like a scam or something. So when I enrolled, I got accepted, and then I think the subjects are being credited from the EN transcript, and then I think I'm doing 10 units now, and fingers crossed I'm nearly over halfway. Like I finished 6 subjects already, and I still have 4 units to go, which is the major ones. So yeah, well, I'll tell you about online study, guys. Like online course, you don't have to go to uni every day or like many days a week to attend classes. So all you have to do is, like, they have this module in the computer. Like they have a student portal where you can access all your subjects in there. And then maybe in one subject you will only have, especially if it's a major subject like chronic, acute, pediatrics, surgical, maybe you have, so far the longest lab day is only 4 days. So in these lab days you have really to go to the university itself, and you will have like lab sessions in there for 4 days straight, and that's about it. Each unit or each subject takes 3 months 3 months allocation to finish, but it's up to you if you want to finish it quicker. It's really like you really have time flexibility. Like if you want to finish the whole subject or modules in 1 month, you can do it, but the exams and the assessments is usually at the end of the session. So like session 1 you have like 3 months, session 2 you have 3 months, so you have 3 months to complete. It's like you have modules to read, to watch videos, and usually Zoom lectures. Like you have to attend Zoom lectures, but the advantage is that the Zoom lectures you can either attend or you can watch the recording. So I prefer myself watch the recording because I am working, and then sometimes the timing doesn't suit, or I'm working during the time of the Zoom, so I just watch the recording, which is still pretty good because like you can still have your work-life balance in that side. Online delivery, delivered online, all you need is your laptop, your headsets, and then the books. Like there are prescribed books that the uni will have you to have, but most of them I bought every subject, every book, but I haven't even used them, so it's a waste of time because all the modules are all in there already. And then the assessment wise, maybe in one unit, like in one subject, you have maybe 2 assessments, mostly case study. Like you will be given a case scenario, and you will, like, example for diabetes, you will, like, there's some questions there that you need to answer. Like you have to put introduction. It's like an essay, some kind of assessment like that. You have to do introduction, your discussion, and your conclusion. And then mostly it's around 1,500 words to 2,500 words. That's the longest assessments usually if it's a major subject. And then like there's a very long time frame for you to finish your assessments. It's maybe you have until the end of the session to submit your assessments, and then maybe half is in between, and the rest the online exam. There's always an online exam, guys. Or before the pandemic starts, we have a face-to-face exam, so we have to go in certain place next to our like town. They have a town where the exam took place, and then you don't have to go too far away because they have like specific areas for people that lives in that area to have the exam nearby, so you don't have to go far away, which is good because the school is around like 3 hours drive from here, and you don't have to go there just for an exam, just to drive for 3 hours for your exams. And also placement wise, we are also required to have 400 hours of placement during the RN course. Even though you already have placement during your EN course, you still have to do placement when you're doing the RN. So I think it's again 400 hours of placement. So far I've done 4 weeks of placement in acute and then 2 weeks in mental health. So I still have 12 weeks to go for the rest of the 4 subjects. So there's a lot of placement, but it's not like in one go, like you have to do the placement in one whole month or one whole 12 weeks. It's like maybe after you finish that subject, you will have, maybe depends of if you are allocated or not. It depends if there's any available placement, but if there's none, you have like to wait. Like example, for now you done 2 weeks mental health, maybe in 4 weeks time you will do acute, and then in another 4 weeks time you will do palliative or something like that. So it's not like in one go, it's divided into different slots. So you can do placement and you can still work, because you can still earn in between. So it's not really that bad, and I prefer the online study because I have like time, the flexibility. I can just watch the videos when I'm not working or I finish work, so I can still work, I can still look after the kids, I can still cook tea while listening to the Zoom lectures. So yeah, hopefully next year, if finish all the placement, hopefully next year we will finish this RN, and then fingers crossed, hopefully we'll finished. So about the cost, since I applied for the government subsidy, or like the HEX, it's called HEX here, like the government will like provide a subsidy. Well, it's like a loan, like the government will pay for it, and then at the end of your course, or when you start earning already, they will get it back from tax. So usually I have a loan from the previous one, and now I'm starting to get paying that back. And then last tax I got like 3,000 bucks taken from my tax to put on that loan. And the cost per unit, like in one subject it's 8 units. Like the major subjects, like the acute, it has 16 units. So 16 units per 8 units, it's $800. So 860 something dollars for one subject if it's only 8 units. But if it's like the acute is 16 units, so it's 2 eighths, so it's like 1,600 for 16 units. So that's how much is the subject. So yeah, it's a lot of money to like waste and not to study hard. But anyway guys, I hope you learned something from this video, and if you have any questions, just leave a comment down below, and I will put a link about my IELTS and PTE experience, because before I got my registration as an EN, I took an exam on English test. Like I took the IELTS and I also took the PTE, so I have the playlist about the PTE and IELTS. I'll put a link down below if you want to check it out. That would be great, and I hope you learned something from this video, and then I will see you next time guys. Thank you again for watching, and take care. Bye.